Hello, Thursday. It's Taco Thursday. Actually, I'm heading to the store here very soon to get the fixins. The meat gets ground per day, so I like to get it the day to grind it, so this makes the things taste. Yeah, it's part of my how I make my tacos taste so dang good. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how many. I subscribe to SciShow, and they're talking about weird weather, and I watched it Tuesday night, and then yesterday on the World News they were talking about one of the things that Mr. Hank Green was talking about: fire tornadoes. Fire tornadoes. You know, it's like, what do? You've got so it's basically Australia has had such record high temperatures. They've had to create 2 new colors for the temperature map because they were going so high. Yeah, and down along the coastline, a wildfire broke out because it gets so stinking hot, things just start kind of combusting. I mean, it's not that hot, but, you know, technically the littlest bit of heat can make some things go, and then that can start a fire. I mean, I've seen fires start from, geothermal heat that gets up to like 90 degrees inside a wrapped up rag in a metal can, 3 days after the fact. It's not geothermal heat, but it's the internal heat sort of thing, So when you've got 120 degrees, lots of shit just like, I'm just living my life, getting a little hot in here, I'm on fire. Like that tree just caught fire. Am I in biblical times or whatever? So there's a wildfire. Not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but it's a wildfire. It's Australia. So regardless. Not regardless, but. So this grandma takes 5 of her kids. Like the parents are at work or something. The story only says that it's grandma and the kids. And they're like between 2 and 11, and there's 5 grandkids. And because of the wildfire coming near their house, the only place they have left to go is to run down a dock to the ocean and dive in. As they're doing this, the warm air, the thermal updrafts are so wild because of the air temperature around plus the wildfires that they're creating tornadoes of fire. What would you do? You have to run out of your house, there are fire tornadoes around, and you have to dive into the ocean. What are you, in a sci-fi original film? Swear to God, they've made one of those. Let's see here. Let's see if left hand can work right. Sci-fi original film. Fire. Tornado. This just lists all of them. Fire and ice, fire serpent, fire starter, rekindle. What's fire and ice? Oh, it's 2 dragons. Okay. But you've got like, the weirdest weather come from sci-fi original films. And you're just like, there's some good ones, but, ice spiders. Yeah. So, yeah, you got fire tornadoes. And then there's like, you think of the sci-fi original film. What happens when a hurricane hits a blizzard? For like 10 years we kind of wondered. Meteorologists had a clue what was happening, but they're like, a blizzard and a hurricane hitting each other at the same time. Hurricanes don't like to go up that far north. Not you know, Sandy, absolute terrible, terrible bad thing. Same with the fire tornadoes, but, you know, here's like 3 things. 3 of them. Well, 2 already. I'm waiting for the 3rd one to come. You know, wind and fire, ice and wind and water to an extent. I'm just wondering, it's like, you know, we got fire tornadoes, blizzardicane, hurriblizzard, whatever it's called. Blizzicane. What else? I mean, what's next? I'd say lava tsunami, but that's a lahar. We have those. Right? No, lahar is slightly different. I think it's time for me to do a geology video. Not now. Like another one. Like talk about all the stuff that comes out of a volcano. And basically what they are. Lahar, oh, mud flow. Pyroclastic flow is what I'm thinking of. That's just the burning ash is rolling down a hill at like faster than you can run. It's funny, but you know, we live on the surface of this planet. The surface. And there's a lot of stuff that that we haven't even seen. We've been around recording history recording good history for 500 years. And we developed tools to see the remains, or we've developed a way of thinking, geology and chemistry, you know, and science, to look at the past through layers in the crust. So we can see, oh look, here's a bunch of foreign material that got deposited pretty much around the entire surface of the planet. Where does this foreign material usually come from? Well, we detected it in asteroids, but we haven't detected it on Earth. An asteroid must have hit. You know, you don't see a crater, but you know that's how they know the dinosaurs went extinct with a meteor. They find a layer. There's a layer of dirt. There's a layer of rock that is uniform. As you've got layers A, B, C, D, E, and F. And between D and E, and these A through F, they can find at various locations all over the world. Relatively. You know, sometimes it might be A, C, D, E, and that's it. But you know that those rocks are those rocks. But between D and E, everywhere over the world, you find this layer of iridium, whatever, CE boundary, no idea what I'm talking about. Well, I know what I'm talking about, I just don't know what it's called. We'll call it, it's a Mesozoic boundary? Maybe. No. Yes. Whatever. There's a boundary of rock, and it's all over the world. And they're like, well, KT boundary. That's what it is. It's the Cretaceous to the Paleogene eras. Geological signature, usually a thin band dated to 65.5 plus or minus 0.3 million years ago. K is traditional abbreviation for the Cretaceous period. PG is the abbreviation for the Paleogene period. The boundary marks the end of the Mesozoic era and the dinosaurs. The boundary layer was once known as the KT boundary, but tertiary has been deprecated. Oh, so it's the KPG boundary now. Paleogene. But it's what used to be called the KT boundary, and that's, yeah, you can, and this is just an amazing thing, but they found this one little, like tiny layer, tiny in terms, you know, how big the crust is. You got 7 miles of crust. You know, dig down 7 miles. You know, It is iridium. It's extremely rare in Earth's crust because it is a siderophile. Therefore, most of it traveled with iron as it sank to the Earth's core during planetary differentiation. That's just a fun term. That'll be my word for the day. I don't know where I'm going to use it because I don't talk to many people. But planetary differentiation. Anybody who's taken calculus knows what differentiation is, and you have an idea what the word planetary means. So just sort of imagine what that is. Anyways, as iridium remains abundant in most asteroids and comets, the Alvarez team suggested that an asteroid struck the Earth at the time of the KPG boundary. There are other speculations of the possibility of an impact event, but no evidence has been uncovered at that time. Blah, blah, blah. So it's iridium, and there's a thin little layer, and there's no pictures that actually show it very well. No, wait, no. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah. That thick. Which is, well, I'm a normal-sized human being. That's like the length of your nose. And you can look at yourself. You've got 7 miles of crust, and we have something the length of our nose in thickness. And that tells us exactly what killed the dinosaurs. That's amazing. Geology is amazing, folks. Anyways, talking a long time, but at least, yeah. Do. Jump. Oh, I was gonna log off. Wow. I gotta go to the store. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just sort of letting my screenshot slideshow video sit there for a good while. I mean, it's just sit there forever, you know, and I'll whatnot. I tagged it as best as I could. Like I said, it's just a pretty little picture thing. I narrate the background because I actually figured out how to do that. So I tell you, and I basically, what basically is it just played the video in front of me and I talked to it. Literally a presentation that I just put on YouTube. It's really crappy because apparently, you know, my phone's really good at, you know, getting my voice. Got a good microphone. This is not. It is a microphone, but it's right here. So you don't get the chest or any around here because mainly I have it up here because otherwise I just explode because I have a very projecting voice. So I keep it up here and you hear nothing but my treble coming out of my nose. Anyways, so off to taco, get tacos. I gotta get tea also. Gonna pick up some more chocolate milk. Yeah, that's a wrap up for today. I mean, it's, Big Bang Theory episode, new one after the holidays. This week is it's like a, well, if you know, September, October is like television New Year's, this is like the last day of school for you know, it's like, yay, the television thing's starting over, you know, starting up. Well, you know, it's like, this is like summer starting in a way, because you've got like all the stuff that starts and you're grinding through and you're seeing all the new stuff, and then you have this break for a while. And that would be like the Easter May thing while everyone's getting like crammed up for that, and then summer starts. And you're like, yay! It's summer, and you're happy because all your shows came back because they can stop playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ugh. That movie played entirely too much. It was cute the first 15 times I saw it. Not this year, total. Now I'm just like, oh boy. We don't have the higher up channels on cable, so I didn't get to see like the marathon of one channel running the, you'll shoot your eye out. Christmas Story? Christmas Story. Shoot your eye out. There was one station. I saw it on the digital television on-screen guide thing. Or just scrolling through and seeing what was on, and it was like TBS, not TBS, so one of the channels, just Christmas Carol, Christmas Carol, Christmas Carol, Christmas Carol. And I'm like, we are still a week till Christmas. Could you at least maybe do this on Christmas Day? Anyways, gonna catch y'all later. I know that you're long, but, you know, at least this one was informative. You know, my life's too terribly boring, but at least I told you about fire tornadoes and sci-fi original films. And I'll let you know if I get number 3, because we got snow, we got blizzardicane, what is that? You know, we got, or, you know, hurricane, superstorm Sandy, and now we have fire tornadoes in Australia. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm kind of worried. We're like, not midway between, but we're also in a weird area. No? Ice volcano. There we go. The glacier volcano. I don't know. I can start making stuff up. I don't know. The big one hits and we sink into the ocean. I'll be into my vlog. Unless I do it my dying thing, just like, and I just sink underwater, and my phone automatically uploads while it's in the water. That phone's not that good. Catch y'all later.